The views and opinions expressed do not necessarily represent those of Access Fort Wayne, the Allen County Public Library, or any other supporting group. Get involved with Access Fort Wayne and make your own television programming. Call 421-1250 to find out more.
Hey, Wesley, we have a very special guest with us today, Jack Hammer. He's the executive director of the Three Rivers Festival. In fact, this is the 50th anniversary of the Three Rivers Festival. It will be taking place on July 13th to the 21st of this year. Go ahead.
Well, what we thought, I am with Jack Hammer.
Thank you, Wesley. Thank you.
I'm Jeff Landis, if you don't know who I am.
There might be hundreds of thousands of Americans that have no idea who you are. I think every time you're seen, you should say your name.
I'm Jeff Landis. You guys know me. I'm Joseph Landis, etc. I've known Hammer for, how long have you say I've known you for?
I hadn't, but I would say 25 years, something like that, 20-some years.
Wow, that's a long
somewhere
time.
In that. It sure is a long time.
It's crazy because when I first met you, you were doing radio, and now you're doing this for Three Rivers Festival.
Yep, it was in 2010 when I left working in radio and took a job at the festival, and so this is my 9th festival I've produced, and I've done it in 8 years, so we're real proud of that.
Yeah, it's crazy how you transitioned because, like I said, you guys had tons of community members and everybody coming up, and then what made you decide, hey, I want to do this?
Well, I was out of a job. Radio was changing a lot right back then, and I found myself without a job, and one thing that I had done for a long time is I had a company that did front of house, and I put parties together and events for people, and so it was kind of a natural thing for me when the Three Rivers Festival was starting to become involved and then get offered the interim director in 2010, which I then accepted the director's spot in September of 2010. And I've learned a lot in the last 9 years or 8 years. And I tell you what, I was so proud to be Fort Wayne and so proud to be part of the Three Rivers Festival.
So what do you got planned for this year? That's something different and something new.
You know what? When it comes to new things, we wanted to do some new things for our 50th. And here's just a couple right off the bat. Children's Fest has moved to Northside. And that's from out at IPFW. Northside has a lot of shade and a lot of parking, so we're inviting folks out there. In our midway, we're now going to have a circus and a sideshow in the center. So when you're waiting for to get on your rides, there's stuff to watch. And it's a classic 10-in-1 sideshow along with a family circus. No animals, tightrope walkers, all that kind of fun stuff. Wow. This year in the parade, we're bringing back some huge parade balloons. 45-foot tall balloon is the largest one we have. And so we have a lot of surprises and ask people to come down and check that out at the parade. We got power racing where people take the little Power Wheels cars and take the bodies off and put new frames on them and stuff, and grown-ups race them. That's going to be the first weekend. You're going to check that out. That's going to be a lot of fun for us. A pie eating contest, a tug of war, a student paint-on. We have a brand new trivia night on Wednesday night where there's cash prizes, and if you're a brainiac, that's a great place for you to bring your team. A Tootsie Roll hunt. We used to have a peanut hunt, but now if you have a peanut hunt, kids will get sick. So you have to have a Tootsie Roll hunt. So we're going to have that for the kids. And for the first time ever in our history, and I believe any place in Fort Wayne, we're going to do a multi-point fireworks grand finale. Our good friend Bill Bean at Hanning and Bean came forward and wanted to help us out. So we're going to have 4 other buildings besides the power tower, you know, from I&M there where we shoot the main show, but 5 other buildings doing the finale, and we're so very thankful for that. We think that's going to be really neat downtown.
That's gonna be awesome. Yeah.
And where are the fireworks don't be so off of?
So the fireworks come from the I&M Power Tower or Power Center. That's what used to be called One Summit Square. So we shoot the main show off that. And then the other buildings like, let me see, the Lincoln Tower, the First Source Bank building, the Ed Rousseau Center, the old city county building, and one other building yet to be announced. And it should be our best fireworks ever downtown.
I'm looking forward to see Fort
I
Wayne
am
blow up.
too.
I mean, in a good way, not a bad way. You get what I'm saying? I don't want to
Yeah.
say that.
Yes, in a very good way.
Yeah. Fireworks, everybody loves fireworks. Now, like I said, I've been always down at the festival since I was a little kid. I used to film festival shows. I think you remember that back in the day when I was doing the Jeff Landis show. What could we expect to see with changes?
Well, you know what? The festival is always evolving, especially now with what's going on down around Headwaters Park and the things that are growing out of our Riverfront program. So there's some changes there. Maybe it's not going to be as convenient to get down this road or use this parking lot. But I want to tell you what, you're going to come in and you're going to see great things, like you're going to see that big sideshow, that 10-in-1. And you're going to see a lot of fun things to do, fun things to bring the family down to, like the bed race this year down Main Street. That's always a lot of fun. And that's something you can bring the family down, be a part of that, go over to Junk Food Alley, get some food, and then enjoy yourself Wednesday or Thursday night in the plaza with something fun. There's always something going on.
Oh, yeah, because I remember the years of doing the festival. Tons of great events. At one time, they used to be over at the Columbia Street. Do you remember that when they used to be Columbia Street?
When we started, really started there along the Columbia Street on the landing, and we grew out of the landing into the parking lot at the City County building and under the underpasses. And we grew then into Fryman Square.
I remember.
I remember a big entertainment tent being in Fryman Square. And then when they finally got around and built Headwaters East and West, what a fantastic place for people to come downtown and enjoy some great shows. And when you come to shows at the Three Rivers Festival, when you think about just going to a concert someplace, that's one thing, okay? When you come down to the Three Rivers Festival and see a show, like Saturday the 14th with Candlebox and the Gin Blossoms, you come down and see that show, you can also go ride a ride. You have 45 of the best food vendors within an arm's reach for anything you'd like. And you got all your friends and you're right here in Fort Wayne with it. That's why we invite people out. It's more of a party than just seeing a concert.
No, I agree, because like I said, I've always liked the festival. Well, always liked the festival. Now that I've, since I was a kid, I love the festival. And, you see me and my boys, we try to make it tradition. And Three Rivers Festival is always going to be my favorite tradition to go to, because, again, I just like it because, old friends you get to run into, get to run into people I haven't seen in forever. And like I said, I love it. No matter what, Three Rivers Festival, I will always love it. It's in my heart.
And that's something that we're very honored to be a part of. In the last 50 years, we have become part of the fabric in Northeast Indiana. And everybody has a story about the festival. And we always tell people, create great memories at the Three Rivers Festival, because everybody's got a story. I mean, whether it is times with your kids, my wife and myself actually got married during the festival, which then seemed like a great deal. Now, not the marriage itself, that's been just fine.
Yeah.
But the date seems a little silly, because this year we're having a really big parade for our anniversary, and we'll share a corn dog, and I'll tell her to get back in there and volunteer some more. So everybody's got a story about the festival. They met somebody there, they got engaged to there, whatever it is, and we're very lucky to be a part of the fabric and people's lives.
And what else are you doing special for the 50th year?
I went down the whole list, Wesley.
I know, Wesley.
Wait, okay,
He's excited. He's excited about having you on.
Wesley, I'm introducing new socks. These are not them. These are my standard socks. But I asked people to come and check me out during the festival, because I have some neon green ones, and I think that people will enjoy that. I mean, come on, it's a circus, Wesley. We got a circus. I got a sideshow. I got rides, music, parades, food. What other reason would there be? We want everybody to come
everything.
out and enjoy it. I mean, there's a lot of fun things to do, and you're always going to find something new. The guide will be out on July 1st. It'll come in your newspaper. You can find them at Walgreens or at Kroger's. You can find out everything that's happening with the Three Rivers Festival and come down and be a part. We ask people to create great memories.
You know, there's one memory that I want to create. It's like I have goals. I mean, we all have goals. I think I've talked to you about this before. I've talked to other people about it before. I would love to see a professional wrestling event happen of a weekend or a weekday during Three Rivers Festival. But I know insurance and stuff like that purposes as well. I think that would be pretty cool, having like a professional wrestling show during Three Rivers Festival.
I tell you what, the great things about Three Rivers Festival over the years, there might have been. I mean, we really are opened up to a lot of ideas and doing a lot of things. But we are a nonprofit that works in the community,
Yeah.
and we just take what we have and it turns around into our very small staff and being able to create it again for the very next year. So in things like that, if somebody came forward and had a few $1,000s to make it work, well then, you know, you're going to see a smile grow on my face more than if somebody says, hey, I know your budget, you're working your rear end off to put it together
Yeah.
for everybody. Could you throw a couple more thousand on there? So
No, I understand. I know
it
takes profit to do that. Yeah.
It's a lot of great interesting stuff, and people come forward and they can volunteer. And if you want more information, maybe you're watching this show and you decide you'd like to be a sponsor of the Three Rivers Festival. Never too late to call 426-5556, 426-5556, and we'll do our best to help you out. If you have a company or an organization you want to be involved, we'll work right up to the day of the event to try to make that happen.
Hey, Jack, can you tell us about some of your sponsors you have that are helping out?
Well, we have a lot of great sponsors, Sonny. We have, well, first of all, Ruoff Mortgage has really done some amazing things. And it's not just because their car won the Indianapolis 500 last year, and they just announced the other day that they're buying a bank, and their growth has been so amazing. They're wonderful folks, and they've done great things for the Three Rivers Festival, and we appreciate that. And we appreciate Sweetwater, Hanning and Bean. We talked about those fireworks. That's Bill Bean coming forward because he's a good guy, and he really likes the excitement that fireworks bring. Parkview, Luther, and we can go right down the list. There's people in this town that making a difference to others makes a difference to them. So they work very hard in their life. And everybody from Fort Wayne Metals, and I mentioned Sweetwater, I mean, just about everything they're involved with. In fact, those beautiful parade balloons that we're bringing this year, when you watch a beautiful Cookie Monster or whatever balloon go down the float line, know that it was the nice people at Sweetwood, along with Chuck and Lisa, that made that possible. So many great sponsors to get involved with, and I appreciate that very much.
Hey, Jack, could you give us that number again for new sponsors?
If someone would like to help us out, yeah, that's easy enough. They can call 426-5556, 426-5556.
I think I might do that next year for a dose.
Do you still need volunteers?
Oh, yep. Even though we're having our volunteer meeting tonight, we still have a need for volunteers, and that's as easy as going to our website at threeriversfestival.org. Go to volunteering, give us that basic information right there, and we'll get you signed up. The Three Rivers Festival this year, in our 50th year, is celebrating the thousands of volunteers that has made the Three Rivers Festival happen over these last 50 years. So volunteerism is something we've always been a part of. We want people to volunteer, and it's not too late to volunteer at threeriversfestival.org.
Hey, Jack, you talked about some of the concerts coming up at the festival. Can you tell us who's going to be the concerts?
Okay, I sure can. On that first Friday night, it's Live and Let Die. It's a tribute to Sir Paul McCartney. That's going to be a fantastic night. The next night out, Saturday night, July 14th, that's going to be a Candlebox and Gin Blossoms and James and the Drifters. A great show there. It is not very expensive. If we look at Sunday, that's Star Stage Sunday. Some great acts coming in there. Brother and Plow are going to be there on Tuesday. And on Wednesday, we're going to have a trivia night. We haven't had one before, so it's a big trivia night on Wednesday. And then we're going to end everything up Saturday night with Here Come the Mummies, along with that great firework spectacular, that finale brought to us by Hanning and Bean.
Sweet. I remember the largest trivia contest that Three Rivers Festival used to have back in the day with Magic 95. Oh man, I that's cool. You guys are bringing back trivia because we haven't had trivia in a long time.
Yep, that's a fun thing to do, and we're just inviting everybody out during the week. We want to do those more fun things, some of the kitschy things that we did from the past. You know, it's $2 Tuesday. It's just $2 to get in. A Monday night for the waiter waitress, and then we're going to have a pie eating contest. Now see, that's some quality time spent with you and a large pie. And there are some great prizes. I see you've been working out.
Tons.
And so there's a lot of fun things to do, and a lot of those things doesn't cost anything to get in. But when we do the big concerts and stuff, of course we have to charge. Yeah.
Hey Jack, for the kids, what's all happening for the kids on the festival?
Well, some of the biggest things are that we've moved Children's Fest from IPFW to Northside, and that's the last 2 days of the festival, the 20th and 21st of July. So there's plenty of parking and shade out at Northside High School, and the folks at Fort Wayne Community Schools have opened up their doors for us to this beautiful school. And you can come out and check out. There's all kinds of great displays, all kinds of fun things for the kids to do. And it's one of those events that's not like, here's an educational thing, then here's 3 toy trailers, then here's an educational thing. It's not like that at all. Everybody has an activity to do with the kids. And of course you can get a hot dog or a soda or something like that, but we don't look to invite those people in that are selling items. We're looking for those people that want to donate some time and help bring forth some fun, a really fun day, an educational day for kids here in Fort Wayne.
Yeah, because we need that. I mean, kids need to be learning when it's during summer.
Oh yeah, and our events are fun and they are free, and I tell you what, we don't see a lot of bored kids at these events.
Oh yeah, my kids love it. Every year we go, they love it. I've got several members I can tell you about this, but we don't have plenty of time for that.
And what is your major offense for the biggest ones?
Ask that once again, please.
Like the biggest offense you got, like the major ones.
The major events. Well, you got to come to that parade. That's Saturday, July 14th. That's something that makes the Three Rivers Festival. Somebody said, things I got to do, you got to go to the parade on Saturday. Okay, Monday night, you have to do waiter waitress inside of the plaza. Okay, Wednesday night, you have to go check out the bed race down Main Street. And those are those things that you just have to do. And there's all these extras coming in this year. So your guide comes out on the 1st, or you can check it out online at threeriversfestival.org. Check out the days, see what's happening, and write on your calendar right now what you're going to do and what friends you're going to meet at the Three Rivers Festival.
Hey Jack, on the 13th, what's the very first event and what time does it start?
The first event on the 13th, I almost forgot about that. That is a tribute to Paul McCartney. It's called Live and Let Die. It's a fantastic event, and it's one of those events where we wanted to find somebody that who can represent 50 years worth of music. Well, Sir Paul McCartney can. So we found a fantastic guy that was in the original Beatlemania and all this stuff. He's got a great band, and they're coming to entertain us that night. And we're just so excited. Always the first night out of the Three Rivers Festival, which will be Friday the 13th. But we're all going to have smiles on. It's going to be a great night.
I never thought of that Friday the 13th. I guess we got a couple more minutes. Like I was going to say before Mr. Sun, I'm going to send Cloud after you for interrupting me on my question I was about to ask, but that's cool. We'll have our own rounds. But anyways, like I was about to say, Three Rivers Festival has its own certain events. Like you said, the bed race, the parade. That's the main focus of Three Rivers because that's Three Rivers Festival events themselves.
Yes, we also have affiliated events like Chalk Walk the first weekend. One of our most popular events, that's ran by the Art Museum. They take care of that. Nice folks at Arts United put that event on, and it just seamlessly rolls right into Art in the Park and Heart of the City. And but you can look through it and you're going to find everything's from church garage sales to baseball games to tours, to all kinds of fun stuff you can do. You can buy one of our 50th buttons, and that'll save you a couple bucks at different places, and it will show you that right in the guide. And we also have special T-shirts for the 50th.
I might have to get one.
And it's just, you know what, it's just a good time to come down and be a part of it. Not because it's just a number 50 or anything like that. It's because this is your community.
Right.
You're celebrating with your neighbors, and you're coming together, and that's what makes a community better, tighter, and overall more cohesive for everybody. And we've been about that for 50 years, and we're real proud.
I'm excited to be part of this interview. I'm glad to have a chance to be a
Thank you.
co-host for the
Thank
show.
you.
Yeah, we also will be out filming too. Well,
Oh, yeah.
about.
I passed the torch from when I used to film through your festival to Wesley.
Oh, well, Wesley, with that hat on, people will see you coming.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
I asked my dad made a special shirt.
Oh, well, very
For-
cool. We'll look forward to seeing you.
Stay tuned for more.